Hi, I'm Celine Remy, your sex and intimacy coach, and I'm so excited that Helena invited me to be a special guest on her channel today so that I could talk with you about orgasms, how to have more orgasms, how to feel more pleasure in your body. This is oftentimes a taboo subject and an area that a lot of women struggle with. So I'm really excited about having this conversation with you. But before we get started, if you are new to Helena Hart channel, make sure you click the subscribe button now, because Helena is going to help you attract the man that you want and inspire his love and devotion and commitment. So when it comes to orgasm and thinking, how can I have more orgasm? Oftentimes, people are very much focused on the destination. And I really want to talk about the fact that for most, an orgasm is kind of like a genital sneeze. It's a little thing that happened, oh, choo, and it happened and it's done and it's over, and that's really what you're craving. Now, orgasms can be so much more than this just little sneeze and can turn into this full body sensations throughout and multiple times, and it can turn into this buffet experience, gourmet experience of orgasms. And so this is really what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not aiming for that short-lived sneeze. We are going to go for the absolutely full body delicious orgasm. So are you ready? If you want more orgasms and better orgasm, which is what most women want, the first thing you need to do is to relax more and chill out. And I know this can sound a little bit counterintuitive. You're like, what do you mean I need to do less in order to feel more orgasms? Yes, I mean that, because the more stressed that you feel, the more stressful your life is, the more cortisol your body is going to produce. Cortisol is going to inhibit the production of your estrogens and testosterone in your body, which are all responsible for your sex drive. I like to say that stress is the biggest libido killer. Now, since we're talking about hormones, there's another hormone that really comes into play when it comes to your orgasms. It's oxytocin. You may have heard of oxytocin. Oxytocin has also been called the love hormone or the bonding hormone. And that's a hormone that gets stimulated when you touch somebody, when you receive touch, or when you're being touched. So anything from like a handshake, a hug, to receiving or giving a massage, all of these will increase your oxytocin level. So why am I bringing oxytocin? Well, oxytocin is responsible for the quality of your orgasm. So there is a direct correlation between the amount of oxytocin in your body and the strength of your orgasm. Oxytocin levels correlate to sexual arousal and vaginal lubrication. So it's really essential for your ability to feel and experience pleasure. So we've talked earlier about touch being one way to stimulate the oxytocin production into your body. There are other ways. You can be spending time in nature. You could do some deep belly breathing. You could talk to a girlfriend, like that's anything that makes you feel like you're connected, whether it's to another human being, connected to yourself, or connected to something bigger. But when you are in that place of creativity and anything that can bring in more relaxation also for you, it will help you to produce more oxytocin in your body. So if you want more orgasm, you need to prioritize self-care practices and routines, and also times for you to just have downtime, chilling, relaxing time. Now, before I share with you my secrets to better orgasm, we're going to talk about 6 of the roadblocks to orgasm, because we need to know what's in the way of your orgasms. So stress and anxiety is the #1 thing that gets in the way of you experiencing orgasms. If you experience relationship challenges, that can get in the way. And it could be anything from feeling resentment to having poor communication. So anytime your relationship is challenging, your libido and your orgasm will just dip and not really be as strong. #3, low self-esteem and insecurities can play a massive role in your inability to experience orgasm. So when you talk to yourself in a negative way, when you don't feel comfortable in your body or about your body, that can get in the way. Number 4, if you take specific medications, some of them can inhibit orgasms. So that is something you need to check with your doctor and see if something could be switched, if that could be the case. Number 5, if you're stuck in your head during sex, that can be really in the way of your orgasms. You know, that chatter that constantly goes on in your head, whatever that is, whether it's the to-do list or it's your next text at work or something you don't like about your body. But anytime you're not able to be fully present, when you're stuck up in your head, you can't feel and experience your body the same. And last but not least, our 6th roadblock is having a poor understanding of your anatomy and of your own body. And unfortunately, it's all too common. A lot of women expect a man to know what they want, expect a man to be good in bed so that they can experience orgasms and pleasure. And if you don't take pleasure in your own hands, if you don't know what you like, what you want, you can't expect somebody else to know that. It is your responsibility to take your pleasure in your own hands. Okay, so let me share with you my secrets to increase your orgasm. The very first one is to slow down. Do you remember when I was telling you earlier about that genital sneeze and going quickly to a destination? You literally shortcome yourself when you do that. If you want to experience fantastic, mind-blowing orgasms, you need to slow down. Your body can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 45 minutes to become fully aroused and responsive. And so give yourself the time and give yourself permission to slow down and take time in awakening your full potential for pleasure. And by the way, if you are a woman who thinks you take too much time, drop that idea. It is normal. Sometimes I can come really quickly and sometimes it will take me longer, and that's just what it is. We have ebbs and flows, we're cyclical, so don't have expectation that it only has to be a certain way. My second secret for you, my dear, is to start toning your pelvic floor muscles, aka Kegels. These are essential. Having toned yet supple muscles is essential in your ability to feel orgasm. Now, you don't want to be too tight and have muscles that are like hyper contracted. You want to have your muscle, you want to imagine like a trampoline. They need to be bouncy and resilient. That means that you want to have a good tone and a good relaxation. But you want to have a good handle on your muscles, because ultimately an orgasm is a contraction of those muscles and a lot of chemicals that get floated in your body. But if your muscles are stronger, the contraction will become stronger and the sensations will become stronger for you as well. My next tip for you is to start to use your breathing. Breathing is key. Deep belly breathing will help you feel more. The more you breathe, the more you feel. Conscious breathing can make you come alive, literally. You can use your breath as a way to accelerate your arousal or decrease your arousals. You can really use it and fine-tune it to get you where you want to go. So pay attention. Are you just breathing really shallow and fast? Or are you taking deep belly breathing? Remember, this is not about going anywhere. It's about feeling more and being more into your body. And honestly, the key to experiencing orgasm is also to stimulating the right zones and stimulating multiple erogenous zones at once. Because if you only do one, that might not be enough. So think erogenous zones and think multiple. Maybe stimulate your clit while you have intercourse, or stimulate your breasts. And really, your clit is essential to your ability to feel orgasm. Your clit is a wishbone. And so that little button that you see on top is the tippy top of the iceberg. So your clit has legs that go all the way down inside the walls of your vagina. So when you stimulate your clit and you have an internal penetration, it also has a connection. All the tissues become engorged, filled with blood and fluid, and the more engorged, the more sensation and the more aroused that you feel, and the more potential there is for you to experience pleasure and orgasms in your body. And if you don't really know your body, you need to take time to explore and practice what feels good. If you don't really know how to use your own hands, you can bring in toys, or you can just have exploration sessions with your partner where the focus is just on figuring out what feels good for you. It is okay to go after what you want. It is okay to claim or reclaim your orgasms, because pleasure is your birthright. So remember to take your time to move your body, to breathe, to have fun, to relax and not chase it. And you'll be surprised at what comes your way. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more videos just like this, join my channel at Celine Remy on YouTube. The link is in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you again very soon.